Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're doing an energy healing session and today we're focusing on relationships. So let's first start with how energy work can help with relationships. So first off, when I'm doing energy work, when I'm focusing on somebody and a relationship to another person, I visualize the cord of attachment. And in my opinion and view, and what I've learned from other people, is that we can develop cords between you and somebody else, and it could be intentional, unintentional, intentional. Most of it is subconscious. Most of it is unintentional. So even if you're checking out at the supermarket and you have an interaction with the person helping you, you might form a cord there. It might just be accidental. But any kind of energy exchange can result in a cord. If you don't even want to think about energetic cords, you can just think about an energy exchange. And sometimes our energy gets scattered places. So when I'm doing something that's very specific for somebody in their life, like a relationship, an ex, a family member, a boss, these cords can get clogged up and a lot of heavy energy can get stuck there. So it's not flowing evenly or smoothly anymore. Another thing that I like to visualize is that we get stuck with cords all over the place. And I try to eliminate it to just heart to heart cord, because that is the one that's going to be the most beneficial and most healing to the relationship, whatever it is. Sometimes somebody's in our life for us to just learn a lesson. Sometimes people are in our lives for us to learn a lesson and move on and say goodbye. And sometimes they're here for us to learn a lesson and grow together. So I think no matter what, eliminating the cords that are unnecessary, that are weighing down a relationship. So whether that's like a cord of anger or something angry or rageful from your solar plexus to theirs, that's sort of how I visualize it. I don't know if that's accurate to everybody, but I like to eliminate it down to the heart-to-heart cord and clear that and cleanse that. And what I do when I do energy work is I send Reiki or light healing energy through that cord. And I'm doing it on my own. I visualize that cord and I call my energy back to me. So I close my eyes and I draw back my energy and I send them theirs. Because sometimes there can be tension. Sometimes the tension that's caused in a relationship is that you don't realize that you are holding on to their energy and they're holding on to yours, and this push-pull thing can happen. So closing your eyes and visualizing that cord becoming equal again, with your energy returning back to you and yours, all the energy that you've held on of theirs back to them. And you can also get clarity when you look at the cord and you feel into it, what they might be projecting onto you or what you might be projecting onto them. So once that the energies are returned, you can start to understand it. You can see it clearly and ask it questions almost, like, all right, what's theirs? Maybe the tension that I'm feeling within our cord is something that is in them that I'm just sensing through our cord, or maybe they are projecting an unmet need onto me. So some other things that people do that I've been taught are when you visualize the person repeating the phrase, "I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you." And that is what some people have translated Ho'oponopono to mean, which is I think it's a beautiful phrase. I don't think it works for me for certain relationships. I think the ones that have been harmful, if you're holding on to somebody that really just hurt you, and sometimes that phrase, I don't find it to be particularly helpful. I find thank you, I forgive you, I let you go. Those are my three phrases. Thank you, I forgive you, I let it go. Because thank you for teaching me a lesson. Thank you for what you have provided into my life, even if it absolutely effing sucks. But thank you for whatever this is. I forgive you. I let you go. And what I've also learned too is that it is almost impossible to forgive somebody that is continually hurting you. So it's really important to separate a little bit when somebody is. And if you can't actually do that, find workarounds, private time, responding less to text messages or emails or whatever, and coming back to your center. Because you can't heal a wound if it's just constantly open and infected, if you will. It can only start to heal once it is contained and cared for. And then that relationship changes over time. Another thing that I usually do this every birthday and New Year. I see those as big, significant yearly events, but I do a burning ritual where I write down everything I want to let go of. And I wouldn't necessarily say to write down a person's name unless it's a very abusive, serious situation, but you can write down the kinds of relationships you're letting go of, the kind of things that you're not allowing into your life anymore. Because that is a really good step in releasing the energy that is between you and another person that is unhealthy. And over time, that can help to clear the relationship so that a new path forward can begin, where it's equal and it's balanced and you are back in your heart center, back in your power, because we don't want anybody out there in the world disempowering us and preventing us from living our absolute truth and our absolute highest, most best life ever. So this video is for you if you do feel like there are relationships or a specific relationship in your life that feels imbalanced, that pulls at you. As a sensitive, I feel like I can sometimes tell when somebody's pulling at me, like if somebody's thinking about me and they're projecting some sort of energy, like anger, if they're thinking about me with anger. I feel like I can feel that. I can definitely pick that up. Maybe not obvious, it's I'll just sort of think about them and then I'll feel this energy of why do I feel this way? It's a kind of random that I'm why do I feel this intensity in my heart? Or why is this feeling so heavy right now? And then something will happen and I'll kind of realize oh, I think they were thinking that of me or something along those lines. So for my sensitives out there, you might relationships could be amplified. The energy of them and the intensity of them might be amplified for you because you're also feeling into how they're feeling about you. So it's not always just how you're feeling about them. The energy starts to combine in this chord. So take some time, take some breaths. Whoever's coming to your mind, if it's one or multiple people, just let it be. And let's work on clearing some of those cords and grounding your energy in your heart, and releasing some of those excess cords. So get comfortable. Again, if you liked this video and this message, please share, and subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know how this felt for you. And you can always book a one-on-one session with me. The email is in the description. So with that being said, we can get started. When you're ready, close your eyes. Place one hand on your heart and one hand on your stomach. Take a deep breath. Hold at the top and let go. Deep breath in. Hold at the top and let go. Deep breath in, hold at the top, and let go. And in this space, you can start to visualize who it is that you are holding on to, what cords feel clogged and heavy, and just be there. You can either see them or a representation of them or just a grouping of energies. Observe how this has been affecting you. And in this moment, call your energy back to yourself. Feel it coming through the cords with every breath in. Ask that this energy is cleansed and healed and ready to reintegrate. And with every breath that you exhale, send all of the energy that is not yours, that you've been holding on to, back to whoever it belongs to, with love and with light. Breathing in your loving energy, so excited to return back to you. And breathing out whatever is not yours, balancing the scales once again. You may begin to see these people differently. You may feel a little bit lighter. Thank them if you can. Accept them if you can, but don't push it. Do what feels best in your heart. You can bring hands to your sides and we'll get started with sound healing and then the Reiki. When you're ready, we're going to take a deep breath in, hold at the top, and let go. Deep breath in, hold at the top, and let go. Deep breath in, hold at the top, and let go. When you're ready, you can blink your eyes open, wiggle your toes, and start to come back to the present moment. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you got a lot out of this video, and I look forward to seeing you at the next one. And to reach me, my email is in the description. Have a great day.